Yo, what's up YouTube? It's TheeFrenzy, and I figured that I would make a commentary video about this since I rarely ever do these, and this is where I talk about a certain topic and then you guys discuss it in the comment section below if you guys really want to do that. But anyways, I'm sure a ton of you guys have been seeing tweets from YouTubers, streamers, or just random people on Twitter saying things such as CoD is dead, CoD is dying, and even RIP CoD. Now, I understand that with these new games such as Battlefield 1 being on their way and the current direction that CoD has been going in as far as sales go, and in case you guys didn't know, they've basically been decreasing in sales for the past like 5 years, and the whole fact that they're doing this futuristic theme isn't exactly what people want. However, I'm not going to be talking about that stuff too much in this video, but I'm going to be focusing more on exposure and promotion, which is basically COD success. And what better way to promote COD than by having big YouTubers make videos on it? So now let's get into the subject. I know a lot of you guys have noticed by now that a lot of big YouTubers, and I'm talking about mostly zombies guys here, have been tweeting about how this stuff has been affecting them, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys some tweets that I saw on my Twitter feed. And by the way, do not think of this as some sort of a shots fired thing by me doing this. I definitely know where they're coming from, and as a live streamer and a YouTuber, I couldn't agree more with these statements. Now, just to show some examples, Noah J the other day tweeted out this, and in quotes, "YouTube views and subs are the lowest that they've been in a very long time. Am I the only one, or is my channel ripped forever?" And this has had a ton of content creators replying to it, by the way, and I'm not talking about, you know, like small guys or anything. We're talking about Mr. Dalek JD and, you know, a couple other guys with well over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And here's another tweet that I saw from the Smith Plays, aka Patrick, and he said, "I think the zombies community is really starting to feel those back to school low subs and views blues. And keep in mind, guys, these aren't just your average YouTubers. These guys are massive, with well over 2 million and 1 million subscribers respectively. And I mean, hell, even I said this the other day. Well, it's that time of year again. COD section on Twitch is dead and will stay dead until Infinite Warfare, with a picture of no one in the top 3 even having 300 viewers, and the rest of the section having less than 50, which was just abysmal, man, to say the least. Now that I'm done acting like a Keemstar or scares, let's move on. So enough about that. Now, what exactly am I here to discuss? Well, it's just simply that it's that time of year again. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that COD isn't going to be RIP, or COD isn't going to be dead this year by any means from my perspective, and this is just my insight again. You know, I'm just throwing my 2 cents in here. I don't believe that Battlefield is going to slay the dragon that is Call of Duty with, you know, their noble sword that is Electronic Arts that's backing up Battlefield, and they're just going to dominate the scene. I definitely feel like Call of Duty is going to be a big game, and it's still going to keep its position. Now, will it start to fall off just a little bit more after this year? Yeah, probably. But the simple fact is that around this time of year, every single year for the past, you know, 4 or 5 years or so, every Call of Duty YouTuber and live streamer starts to notice an insane loss of viewership on their channels. Now, this obviously, again, isn't just due to Battlefield 1 coming out this year and, man, COD is going to be crippled. I believe that there's a number of reasons. So let me give you guys my insight on this and how other YouTubers are kind of feeling about this, especially the zombie guys. So reason number 1, COD is old. And yeah, believe it or not, that's just simply what happens this late into a game's lifespan. A lot of you guys might be thinking, well, Frenzy, the game's not that old. I mean, if you want to talk about old, a game like Grand Theft Auto 5 is old. And while that fact is true, you've got to think about it this way. This is a first-person shoot-'em-up game that doesn't have a legitimate ranking system, and there just simply isn't too much to play for after you reach level 1000 Master Prestige. Even if you haven't done that, the fact is, for a Call of Duty game, it's just too old, and not many people really have too much desire to play it anymore. There's hardly any new things to do, and there just simply isn't enough fresh content to bring to the table this time of year. The game has been out for nearly 11 months, and that's a pretty long time for a Call of Duty. A lot of people have been trying to focus on other things and, do other things that they enjoy instead of, playing this Call of Duty game. And CODs have an unfortunate lifespan of only 1 year due to Activision knowing that they can make infinitely more money by releasing them every year instead of releasing them, once every 3 years and trying to improve on that COD for many years and releasing them kind of like Grand Theft Auto does, or Halo used to do at least. Which brings us to reason number 2, new Call of Duty. Every year you can expect a new COD, and you most likely don't even want to bother with this current Call of Duty. I mean, hell, even the developers don't want to bother with the current Call of Duty. Look at Revelations on Black Ops 3. Has the freeze been fixed yet? Nope. Did the freeze even get fixed on Go Rod Crovey from using the fist? Hell no, that didn't get fixed. So that just goes to show that not even the players want to really mess with the game, especially if the developers aren't going to want to put the time into improving their own fucking video game. So a lot of content creators and viewers might have been playing other games recently like H1Z1, No Man's Sky, or even Destiny. I know that I've seen Relaxing End playing some Call of Duty campaign from, Call of Duty 3 recently. Noah J's been playing some Destiny, and, it's just that time of year again, as I said previously. And what better way to brace yourself for a new Call of Duty game than to, well, play the video game so that you don't get burnt out on Call of Duty. This is fun for both of you, and it keeps the COD lifespan and mindset in the right place whenever the new game releases. Now, let's go onward to the biggest reason of them all that was mentioned in the Patrick, aka the Smith Plays tweet, which is school. So school is a major factor for COD viewership because, well, whether YouTubers, viewers, or even the players themselves want to admit this, the vast majority of you guys are around 12 to 14 years old. Now, that's not a bad thing. It just simply means that each year around June, the viewership will explode, and around September, everyone will be going back to school, so that means that all of those views will start to fall off really hard. And usually they start to gradually come back little by little, and I think this is due to some sort of a mindset in the human psychology where each year, each school year, or each time you start a new job, it's a new beginning. People want to get a good fresh start, and they want to try really hard to keep their grades good. They want to, really try to maintain their New Year's resolutions, and they want to just show up to work on time and stuff consistently and do a really nice job. But a couple weeks later, their mindset goes to, fuck this, I'm just going to start slacking off a little bit and just kind of take it easy, nobody really noticed. And they start to give in to their desires and start staying up late, watching streams, watching videos, instead of doing homework and, whatever. Now, let's start to take things just a little slow again. I know that this commentary is starting to come to an end, and a lot of you guys might still feel uncomfortable with the current position that Call of Duty is in, and believe me, I am too. I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable about that as well. And some of you might not even believe me and might think that Battlefield 1 is the sole reason why COD's population and viewership numbers are beginning to fall off. And, that might be a reason, that might be a factor, but I'm just saying that I've been live streaming, I've been doing YouTube for the past 4 years, and I know exactly what happens every year around this time. And it might just be far more obvious to you guys since this is the first year that it's occurred to you, or, where it's happened to the community in the past 3 years, and a lot of you guys might not have been here around 3 years ago. But however, I believe that this is the best thing that zombies players can hope for, and that is Infinite Warfare zombies will be good enough to just carry the torch over to the next game in 2017, and the cycle will just keep repeating. Hopefully Activision might even realize that quantity isn't always better than quality, and start to reverse that and start making just better zombie games, better multiplayer games, and COD will just start to have a much longer lifespan. And you just look at a game like Counter-Strike, for example. But anyways, before I start ranting about another topic, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope that you guys have a great day. I'm TheeFrenzy, and I'm out. Deuces.